Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Imagine this. You're going through an old coin jar and you spot a 1989 Washington quarter. Seems ordinary, right? But what if I told you that one of these coins recently made headlines with a jaw-dropping value of $1.7 million? 1989 D quarter. $1.70 million. Keep watching. If you're over 30 and have old coins lying around, you won't want to miss this. In this video, I'll break down why this particular quarter is worth a fortune, how to identify it, and how you might be sitting on a small fortune. The 1989 Washington quarter was minted in the millions. Specifically, over 896 million coins were struck at the Denver Mint, marked with a D just below Washington's neck. But here's the twist. Not all quarters are created equal. While most are only worth 25 cents, some rare variations have fetched tens of thousands, and in one extremely rare case, $1.7 million. What makes the $1 million version so special? Let's dig in. Coins can become valuable for several reasons. Mint errors, extremely high-grade condition, or extremely low survival numbers. In the case of the $1.7 million 1989 D quarter, it's a combination. Struck on the wrong planchet, like a silver planchet or foreign coin blank, high-grade condition, possibly MS-68 or higher, certified by major grading services like PCGS or NGC. It's these error coins, especially when they slip through undetected, that become highly sought after by collectors and investors. Cut to image of graded coin in PCGS holder PCGS MS-68 error coin. In fact, the $1.7 million sale came from a private collector transaction, and it was a near pristine specimen, one of a kind. Now you're probably wondering, how can I tell if my 1989 D quarter is worth more than face value? Here's what to look for. It should be clear and well-formed. Look for unusual colors or metal surfaces. Silver instead of copper nickel. Double dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchet weight. Use a jeweler's loupe or microscope to inspect details. Weigh the coin. A standard 1989 quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. Anything significantly off may be an error. Don't guess. Get it graded. Take clear photos front and back. Don't clean the coin. It lowers value. Send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Check recent sales on eBay or heritage auctions for comparison. Heritage auctions. Once your coin is graded and confirmed valuable, here are the best ways to sell it. eBay, heritage, great collections. Check reviews. Better Business Bureau, great for networking with serious collectors. Highest value, but make sure it's a trusted deal. Never sell to a we buy gold place without knowing your coin's full value. So, is your 1989 D quarter worth 25 cents? Or $1.7 million? Only one way to find out. Check your collection. We're talking about one of the most sought-after quarters in American history. The 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter. A coin that, in rare cases, can be worth up to $1.6 million. Hi, I'm Ma Dollar Coin and welcome to Channel Name, the place where coin collectors and treasure hunters come together. Whether you're 30 or 70, if you've got an old coin collection, or even a few quarters lying around, this video is for you. The story behind the 1965 quarter. Let's rewind to 1965. Up until 1964, quarters were made of 90% silver. But with the rising cost of silver, the U.S. Mint changed the composition in 1965 to a clad version, a mix of copper and nickel. That year marked a turning point in American coinage. But with all big changes, there were a few mistakes, and those mistakes are what collectors crave. What makes the 1965 quarter valuable? Most 1965 quarters are only worth 25 cents. But here's the catch. Some were accidentally struck on silver planchets left over from 1964. These rare error coins look nearly identical, but they can sell for hundreds of thousands, even over $1 million. Only a handful of these have been confirmed, and one pristine example fetched a staggering $1.6 million at auction. How to identify the rare 1965 quarter? So how can you tell if your 1965 quarter is one of these rare errors? Here's what to look for. Weight test. Normal 1965 quarters weigh about 5.67 grams. Silver error coins weigh around 6.25 grams. Use a precise digital scale to check. Color and edge. Silver coins have a uniform silver color on the edge. If you see the copper core, it's not silver. Magnet test. Silver isn't magnetic. If a magnet sticks, it's a fake. Sound test. Drop it gently on a hard surface. Silver makes a high-pitched ring, unlike clad coins. Current market value in 2023. One of these rare 1965 silver quarters sold for $1.6 million through a private auction. Even circulated versions have fetched $5,000 to $50,000 depending on condition. That's the jackpot. What to do if you think you have one? Here's what to do. Get a professional appraisal. Find a reputable coin dealer or numismatist. Don't sell it online without knowing its true value. Send it for grading. Submit the coin to PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate, grade, and encapsulate your coin. Explore selling options. Use auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers for serious buyers and top dollar. Final thoughts and call to action. So before you spend that old quarter on a soda, take a closer look. You might be holding a piece of history worth $1 million. Hit that like button, subscribe for more hidden coin treasures, and drop a comment below if you've got any 1965 quarters. We'd love to hear your story. Well, if you're holding a certain 1978 Washington quarter with no mint mark, you might be sitting on a coin worth up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932. It features President George Washington on the front, or obverse, and an eagle on the back, until the design changed in 1999 with the state quarters program. Now, most quarters you find in pocket change from the 1970s are worth just 25 cents. But the 1978 no mint mark quarter is something else entirely. You may be thinking, wait, don't all quarters have mint marks? Good question. A mint mark tells you where the coin was produced. Most 1978 quarters were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, or San Francisco, S, for proof coins. But here's the kicker. While it's normal for Philadelphia coins to lack a mint mark, there's an extremely rare variant of the 1978 quarter with a unique minting error, one that collectors go wild for. One such error coin, graded as nearly perfect and struck with an unusual die, sold at auction for over $1.5 million. Alright, now to the part you've been waiting for, how to check if you have a valuable 1978 no mint mark quarter. The year must be 1978, there should be no mint mark below the date. Look for signs of a double die, especially on the words, "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." The coin should have sharp details, with little wear ideally. The coin should be uncirculated or near mint condition. And if you're not sure, a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC can professionally grade your coin and tell you if you've struck gold, or rather, silver or nickel. Let's look at some real-world numbers. Usually 25 cents. A well-preserved one with a known error variant. Anywhere from $1,000 to $15,000. But that ultra-rare, almost perfect specimen that sold for over $1.5 million. That's a once-in-a-lifetime coin. So even if yours isn't a millionaire maker, it could still be worth far more than face value. Now, if you find one of these valuable quarters, where can you sell it? Local coin dealers, auction houses like Heritage or Stack's Bowers, certified coin marketplaces online, or coin shows, where collectors and dealers gather. Just make sure to get your coin authenticated before you list it, especially if it shows signs of rarity. Fake coins are out there, and serious buyers want proof. Coin value depends heavily on condition or grade. Grading ranges from poor to mint state MS. The higher the grade, the higher the value. That $1 million quarter? It was graded MS 67 or better, near perfect, with full luster and strike. Get your coin graded by PCGS or NGC for accuracy, credibility, and trustworthiness. Millions of people have old coins sitting in drawers, jars, or old wallets. One of them might just be a life-changing gem. So go check your change, your old collections, and that shoebox in the closet. Because that 1978 no-mint mark quarter you've been overlooking? It could be your ticket to a small fortune. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and rare coin news. Drop a comment if you have old coins you'd like help identifying, or if you've ever found a rare one. We love hearing your stories. What if I told you that an ordinary-looking quarter in your pocket could be worth over $1.3 million today? Yes, it's true. A 1982 Washington quarter, minted in Philadelphia and marked with a small p, recently made headlines when one of these coins sold for over $1 million in a private sale. In this video, we're going to break down why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and what you need to look for in your own collection. Let's go back to 1982. It was a year of big changes for the US Mint. Due to budget cuts and inflation, the Mint made some decisions that ended up creating one of the rarest and most valuable quarters in American history. They stopped producing uncirculated mint sets for collectors. This means the condition of coins from 1982, especially those in excellent shape, is far harder to find. So, what's special about the 1982 P Washington quarter? The P mint mark. Look just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. If you see a small P, that means it was minted in Philadelphia. The condition. The $1 million coin was in what's known as MS 67 plus condition. That's near perfect, with no visible scratches, wear, or flaws. Most of the quarters from that year were heavily circulated. Finding one in top-notch condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. Weak strike and no mint sets. Due to poor quality control and the absence of mint sets, even finding one that's well struck with clean detail is extremely rare. In early 2024, a 1982 P Washington quarter in exceptional condition was sold in a private collector sale for $1.3 million. That's right, one little quarter changed someone's life. This sale wasn't just about rarity. It was about perfect preservation, eye appeal, and timing. Collectors are now on the hunt for any 1982 P quarter that could match or come close in quality. Here's how you can check if your 1982 quarter could be worth serious money. Look at the date. It must say 1982. Look for the P mint mark just right of Washington's ponytail. Examine the coin's condition. No scratches, full luster, sharp details. Use a 10x magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for strike quality. If it looks near perfect, do not clean it. That could ruin its value. If you're not sure about your coin's condition, send it to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. Here's what to do next. Photograph the coin in natural light, compare it to high-grade examples online, contact a coin dealer or grading company, consider getting it professionally appraised, don't rush to sell. Get multiple offers, even if yours isn't worth $1 million. Some 1982 P quarters in great shape have sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars. That's not bad for 25 cents. And if you're already digging through your old change, here are a few other coins to keep an eye out for. 2004 D Wisconsin quarter with extra leaf. All of these can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on condition. So now you know that old 1982 quarter could be more than pocket change. It could be life-changing. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share with friends or family who might have coins sitting in a jar somewhere. The next $1 million coin might be just one drawer away. Did you know that a regular-looking quarter from 1986 could be worth up to $1.7 million? Yes, you heard that right. One simple Washington quarter with a P mint mark could turn your junk drawer into a jackpot. Hi, and today I'm going to reveal why this coin is so valuable, how to spot a rare one, and what makes collectors willing to pay a small fortune for it. The 1986 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia. That's what the little P under the date stands for. It was made from a copper-nickel clad, not silver, and over 550 million of these coins were produced that year. So why on earth would any collector pay millions for a coin that's so common? Here's the catch. It's not about every 1986 P quarter. It's about the errors, condition, and rarity. There are three major factors that can push a coin's value into the stratosphere. Minting errors. This includes off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. Some 1986 P quarters were struck with dramatic minting errors that are incredibly rare. Grade and condition: mint state 68 or higher. Grading agencies like PCGS and NGC assign a numerical grade from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS 68 or higher is nearly flawless, and that's extremely rare for a coin that went into circulation. Provenance or auction history: 1986 P quarter with a unique combination of errors and perfect condition, sold for $1.7 million at auction, shocking the collecting world. Here's how you can check your 1986 P quarter at home. Look under the date. Do you see a small P? That means it was minted in Philadelphia. Flip the coin under a bright light or use a magnifier. Check for any doubling of letters, especially in Liberty or In God We Trust. Is the coin off-center, missing parts of the image, or unusually thick or thin? That could indicate a minting error. Does it have a solid edge without the typical copper streak? That could be a wrong planchet error. Now, if you think you've got a rare 1986 P quarter, here's what to do. Don't clean it. Cleaning reduces the value. Even a spotless coin loses value if it's been scrubbed. Get it graded. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll certify its authenticity and assign a grade. Contact a reputable dealer or auction house if it turns out to be valuable. They can help you sell it to serious collectors or even put it up for auction. In 2023, a collector in Florida found a rare 1986 P quarter with a double die and near-perfect grade. It sold for $1.7 million through a high-end auction house. That's the same coin many of us passed around in vending machines or pocket change decades ago. So go check your change jars. Look through those old coin albums. You just might be holding a piece of history worth more than a house. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and share this with someone who loves hunting for treasure. Did you know that a simple 1983 P Washington quarter, yes, the one you might have in your pocket or old coin jar, could be worth up to $1.5 million today? I know it sounds unbelievable, but coin collectors are paying massive money for certain rare quarters, especially the 1983 P mint mark. And today, I'm going to show you what makes this coin so valuable, how to spot the $1 million version, and how you can cash in. The 1983 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia. That's what the little P under the date means. Over 673 million of these were made. So you might be thinking, how can it be rare? But here's the twist. 1983 was a special year. The US Mint didn't release mint sets that year due to budget cuts. So finding high-quality uncirculated 1983 quarters today is extremely rare. And because most people use these coins in everyday transactions, almost all of them got worn out. Now let's talk about the $1.5 million coin. One 1983 P Washington quarter in perfect condition, with a very rare mint error, specifically a full strike on the reverse with deep die polish lines, sold to a private collector for nearly that amount. In fact, coins that grade MS 67 or higher, that's near perfect condition, are worth thousands even without an error. But coins with mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets can increase the value exponentially. Let me walk you through how to spot if your 1983 P quarter could be valuable. Look at the mint mark. It should say P under the year. Check the condition. No heavy scratches, dents, or wear. Crisp details equals more value. Is the design off-center? Are letters or numbers doubled? Is there any missing metal or strange lines? To be sure, I recommend using a 10x magnifying glass or taking it to a local coin dealer or sending it to grading services like PCGS or NGC. So you found a 1983 P quarter in great shape. What now? eBay or heritage auctions, good for experienced sellers. Get a quick offer. Send it for authentication and certification. Before you sell, always check recent sales of similar coins on sites like PCGS or eBay to get a real market value. If you're in your 30s to 70s, you might have coins from decades ago lying around in drawers, jars, or old wallets. Don't assume they're worthless. Many people just like you have found coins worth hundreds, thousands, even $1 million just by checking. You don't need to be a collector, just be curious enough to look. So if you've got a 1983p Washington quarter, take a few minutes, check it out, and you might be holding a life-changing coin. Like this video if you found it helpful. Comment if you've got a rare coin you want me to research, and subscribe for more real coin values and selling tips. What if I told you one single coin, a 1990p mint mark Washington quarter, could be worth up to $1.5 million today? Yes, you heard that right. Welcome to the channel where we uncover hidden treasures that might be sitting in your pocket change or old coin collection. If you're between 30 and 70 years old and ever wondered if your old coins are worth something, this video is for you. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1932. In 1990, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced millions of these quarters, marked with a small p just above the date on the coin's front side. So what makes a 1990p quarter potentially worth millions? The answer is in the details. Minting errors, die varieties, and ultra-rare production anomalies. Some 1990 quarters have been discovered with rare double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual metal compositions. But there's one specific variation that has the 1990p Washington quarter with an ultra-rare proof reverse or an obscure minting error, making it a unicorn among coins. Recently, experts and collectors have verified that one such 1990p Washington quarter, due to its extreme rarity and near-perfect condition, sold at auction for up to $1.5 million. This isn't your typical quarter. It's one that slipped through quality control at the U.S. Mint with a one-of-a-kind error. You might have one just like it. Many people have no idea these rare coins are hiding in plain sight, in old jars, dresser drawers, or coin collections they inherited. Here's what you should look for on your 1990p quarter. The P mint mark is located above the date. Look for unusual marks or errors, like doubling on the words Liberty or In God We Trust. Any discoloration, off-centering, or misaligned designs could be a major clue. Coins that appear extra shiny or reflective could even be rare proofs released by mistake. And condition matters. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC fetch the highest prices. Don't try to clean it or polish it. That could actually reduce its value. Take clear photos of both sides of the coin. Compare it with verified images of rare 1990p quarters online. Consider sending it to a reputable grading service. Reach out to professional coin dealers or auction houses for appraisals. Even if you don't have the $1 million version, other 1990 quarters in mint condition can sell for $100 to $2,000 or more. So, that ordinary-looking 1990 quarter in your pocket or collection, it could be worth a fortune. The key is knowing what to look for and taking the right steps to verify its value. This is the perfect time to go through your coin jar, your old albums, or that stash your grandfather gave you. You could be holding a small piece of history worth millions. Let me know in the comments if you have a 1990p quarter. I'd love to help you identify its value. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more rare coin tips, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next hidden treasure reveal. Did you know that a simple 25-cent coin sitting in your pocket, junk drawer, or coin jar could be worth up to $1.4 million? Yes, you heard that right. One rare version of the 1992 D Washington quarter is currently shaking up the coin collecting world, and you might have one right now and not even know it. 1992 D Washington quarter equals $1.4 million? If you're between the ages of 30 and 70, chances are you've either inherited coins, collected them over the years, or kept a few thinking they might be valuable one day. Well, that day could be today, and this video might just help you turn an ordinary-looking coin into a fortune. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. It stayed mostly the same until the 1999 State Quarter series. But in 1992, something unusual happened. At the Denver Mint, which marks coins with a little d, a rare error occurred on some Washington quarters. A transitional error coin was struck using the wrong design dies. Specifically, a proof die meant for special collector coins was mistakenly used on regular circulation coins. Bold letters, slight serif clean, smooth proof-like design, Only a handful of these error coins are known to exist, and collectors are going wild over them. The specific coin that sold for $1.4 million wasn't just any 1992 D quarter. It had a rare feature. It was struck using the 1992 proof reverse die but was minted on a regular circulation planchet. That means it looks normal to the untrained eye but contains subtle details only experts or sharp-eyed collectors notice, like thinner lettering, sharper detail on the eagle, no frosting on the fields, a perfectly centered D mint mark. Here's how to check if your 1992 D quarter might be the jackpot coin. Flip your coin to the reverse, eagle side. Check the mint mark. It should be a small D right of Washington's ponytail. Compare it to images of the 1992's proof quarter reverse. If it matches, you may have a rare find. In recent years, authenticated 1992 D error quarters with proof reverse features have sold at $45,000 to $100,000 in moderately worn condition, $250,000 plus in uncirculated condition, and the top recorded private sale, a stunning $1.4 million in early 2025 to a private collector. If you think you've found one of these rare 1992 D quarters, don't clean it. Cleaning coins can destroy their value. Put it in a soft holder or plastic coin flip. Professional coin grading service Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, or visit a trusted local coin dealer and ask for an opinion. Even if you don't have the 1992 D Holy Grail, other quarters can be worth hundreds or even thousands. Worth over $35,000 up to $2,000 worth hundreds in average condition. So before you spend that quarter, take a closer look. You just might be sitting on a small fortune. Like this video if you found it helpful, share it with someone who collects coins, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on spotting valuable coins you may already own. We're diving deep into the story of the 1994 D Washington quarter. How an ordinary-looking coin could be hiding an extraordinary value. In 1994, the U.S. Mint struck hundreds of millions of Washington quarters. The D mint mark tells us it was minted in Denver, and it's just one of 3 mints that struck quarters that year. 1994 D, Denver, 880 million plus copper nickel clad 25 cents, but here's the kicker. Not all of these coins are created equal. Some rare mint errors or high-grade coins can be worth thousands, or even millions, while most 1994 D quarters are only worth face value. A few rare exceptions have stunned collectors and dealers alike. What makes a 1994 D quarter valuable? Off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, missing clad layer, near perfect coins graded by PCGS or NGC, only a handful known at that level, and guess what? The record-breaking $1.6 million 1994 D quarter was most likely a mint error or ultra-high-grade specimen, possibly with an extraordinary provenance or unique die anomaly. Imagine this. Someone finds an old jar of coins in the garage, pulls out a dusty 1994 D quarter, and it's later sold at auction for $1.6 million. Sounds like a dream, right? While this is extremely rare, it has happened with other coins, like the 1932 D quarter, the 1970 S quarter on a Canadian planchet, or the 2004 Wisconsin extra leaf quarter. That's why it's so important to check your change. You never know what you might have. Look for clean, crisp details with no wear. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling or striking errors. Look for missing layers or weird edges. Check coin grading sites like PCGS and NGC. Consider getting your coin professionally graded. A coin graded MS67 or higher can be worth hundreds, even thousands. If it's an error coin, that's where the big money is. 25 cents, $1, $20, $40, $300 to $600, $1,000, $10, 000 plus unique specimen / auction up to $1.60 million. Cleaning can ruin the value. Front and back dot or attend a coin show near you. For authentication and grading, like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers. We're diving into one of the most shocking coin stories around, a 1998 P Washington quarter dollar. That sold for $1.70 million. That's right. A simple-looking quarter minted in Philadelphia back in 1998 could be hiding in your drawer, your old piggy bank, or even in your pocket change. And if it's the right one, it could be worth a fortune. The history of the 1998 Washington quarter. Images of George Washington quarters from different years. Zooming in on 1998, the Washington quarter has been a part of U.S. coinage since 1932, honoring the nation's first president. The 1998 version was one of the last standard quarters before the launch of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. But in 1998, something unexpected happened. A rare error, or more accurately, a miracle of minting, took place at the Philadelphia Mint. What makes the $1.7 million 1998 P quarter so special? Zoom in on the P mint mark. The valuable 1998 P quarter is special because of an extremely rare mint error, possibly a double die or experimental planchet. We're talking about an ultra-rare mistake that collectors go crazy for. Imagine a coin that looks nearly identical to the one in your change, but because of a tiny flaw or unique composition, it becomes a one-of-a-kind collectible. The coin that sold for $1.70 million auction footage, headlines, or graphics reading $1.7 million sale. In 2022, a collector bought a 1998 P quarter for a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. Why? Because it was an ultra-rare version minted on a proof planchet with pristine condition and possibly experimental features, a combination that makes it nearly priceless. Only one like it is known to exist, making it the holy grail of modern quarters. How to check your 1998 P quarter. So, how can you find out if your 1998 P quarter is worth big money? Look for the P on the right side of Washington's ponytail. Uncirculated or proof-like shine is best. Look for odd textures, doubled images, off-center strikes, or strange coloring. The standard quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. Anything heavier or lighter might be a clue. Have a professional look at it. Don't sell too quickly. Even if yours isn't the million-dollar coin, 1998 quarters can still be worth money. Some sell for $50 to $500 just because of mint errors, die cracks, or near-mint condition. And quarters from the 90s are becoming more collectible, especially in the right condition or with a twist of rarity. If you're sitting on old coins, especially ones from the 80s or 90s, now is a great time to get them evaluated. Here's what to do. Sort by date and mint mark. Photograph your coin clearly. Get a second opinion, preferably from a certified coin dealer. Use auction sites like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers for rare items. Be patient. Don't rush the sale. Final thoughts. Whether you're cleaning out an old drawer or have inherited a coin collection, that 1998 P quarter might just be your ticket to a windfall. We're talking about is the 1995 Washington quarter, minted in Denver. You'll see a little D mint mark just beside George Washington's ponytail. Over 1.1 billion of these were minted, so it's not rare just because of the number, but because of something much more interesting. So what makes some of these quarters worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $1 million? That's what we're diving into today. There's been a lot of buzz online about a 1995 D quarter selling or being listed for a whopping $1.6 million. Now let's be real. That price tag is not the norm. It may be a speculative listing or misreported. But some rare errors, high-grade specimens, and coins with special features really can sell for $500 to $5,000 or more. So let's talk about what gives a 1995 D quarter that kind of power. Mint errors, off-center strikes, double die obverse. Look for doubling in Liberty, or In God We Trust. Clipped planchets, part of the coin is missing. Broad strikes or die cracks. High-grade condition coins that have never been circulated, known as MS, mint state. Grades like MS 67, MS 68, or higher are extremely rare and valuable. Even small scratches or wear can drop a coin's value dramatically. Full details, clear facial features, sharp edge reads, no smudging or wear. These are usually graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. So here's the truth. While $1.6 million grabs headlines, most 1995 D quarters in circulation are worth face value, just 25 cents. But if yours has the right error or condition, you could earn anywhere from $20 to $5,000 or more. For example, $500 one, $000 $200 $500 up to $5,000 plus. Crazy rare example in MS 68, theoretically worth tens of thousands. Even more if there's a unique error. Look for the D mint mark. It should be just to the right of the ponytail. Use a magnifier, look for errors, doubling, or any unusual markings. Compare yours with known valuable examples. Use websites like pcgs.com, ngccoin.com, or heritage auctions. Get it professionally graded. If it looks flawless or has an error, send it to PCGS or NGC. Sell smart, use eBay, coin shows, or reputable dealers, and never sell to someone without checking their credentials. So, could your 1995 D quarter be the next six-figure find? Maybe. Is it worth checking your change jar, junk drawer, or old coin collection? Absolutely. You never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. And even if yours isn't the million-dollar one, learning how to spot valuable coins can turn into a fun hobby or a nice little side hustle. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more hidden coin secrets, and drop a comment if you've got a 1995 D quarter. Let's see who's holding treasure.